Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aries, September 26, 2024. A Mercury-Uranus transit encourages you to explore new ideas and possibilities today, especially related to business, chores, and health. Others pay more attention to your ideas, viewpoints, or intelligence, and overcoming a problem helps you feel lighter. With this positive energy, you'd prefer to think about the future than dwell on the past. While the day can inspire some imagination, dealing with things clearly and directly as the day advances can be challenging. Mercury heads into opposition with Neptune, and avoiding making important decisions based on your current perceptions is essential. Consider that wishful thinking will likely strongly influence what you see. Others may not be telling you all you need to know for the time being, or they could be misinformed. Distractions are plenty, and the chance of misunderstandings runs high today. Dreaming up new possibilities can figure strongly, but it's not the time to commit to something substantial. You'll need some time to process what you see, particularly regarding your home, family, and personal life. You crave laughter, spontaneity, and excitement like a drug. 2. Day will bring you plenty of surprises. As our cosmic messenger, Mercury aligns with electric Uranus in the sky, you will see new adventures around every corner. You may cross paths with someone who is quite eccentric and bizarre to you, but who catches your interest and sparks some lively conversation. If your intuition says this person is to be trusted, give into your piqued interest and keep the ball rolling. It could be a new connection that you end up savoring. Changes in your work life may give you food for thought regarding your career path. Reflect on what has changed recently when Mercury in Virgo trines Uranus retrograde in Taurus. It might be worthwhile to talk to a work friend or someone else who can listen to you without judgment. You may have a lot to process, like changes in your schedule or responsibilities. A new job might even be on the table for discussion. Take your time contemplating what these changes have taught you. It might help you figure out what you want in your career path. You tend to deal with confusion by ignoring it. You are naturally territorial, and confusion does not mix well with your instincts. Going deeper into yourself is a necessary practice. For someone with your nature, you need to attempt to recognize your emotional response to confusion. Otherwise, you will constantly feel beaten up by those around you who get frustrated by your apparent insouciance. Recommended health practices: yoga, martial arts, and meditation. Keep your nerves under control and above all, try to keep your highly emotional state in check as well. You will tend to be overcome by your emotions during the day today. Breathe deeply and think about trying to do new things, like taking off on a short trip. But stop being carried away by your impulsive nature. You've already gotten into trouble because of this, and you know how much a little moderation will get you to your goals. The little hassles and temporary vagaries of daily life shouldn't influence how you act so much, most notably in your relationships. A day after Venus left your friendship sector and concluded her partnership with Jupiter in your relationship sector, the Sun and Moon have stepped in to maintain the connection. With the Moon now in your relationship sector during the Sun's first full day in your friendship sector, this presents an opportunity to capture and preserve a partnership between Venus and Jupiter from recent weeks. This partnership has not only supported friendship and relationship building but also brought together elements of luck, attraction, and synchronicity. It is while the Moon is making its monthly visit to your relationship sector that it not only aligns with Jupiter here but forms a friendly aspect to the asteroid Juno, the queen of commitment, and especially commitment to your relationships in your friendship sector. In mythology, Jupiter and Juno are husband and wife, with the Moon acting as a bridge between the two in order to make this a powerful day for friendship and relationship building. Our eyes in the sky. Have you ever found yourself in a conversation where suddenly, someone shares something unexpected, something they've been holding onto for what seems like a €, and it changes everything? Well, today could be one of those days. Whether it's you or someone close to you, there's a strong desire bubbling up to speak out, to finally let go of something that's been kept private for far too long. It's almost as if the universe is gently nudging you toward openness and honesty. In your relationships, you may notice that your expectations are running a little high. It's natural to have ambitions, but it's important to stay grounded, especially when it comes to the people you care about. Have you ever set the bar so high that it became unattainable, leading to disappointment rather than motivation? Today's energy invites you to step back and reevaluate. What does balance look like in your relationships right now? Maybe you've been expecting too much from someone without realizing it, or perhaps your own goals are out of sync with what's realistic. By reassessing your expectations and being clear about your needs, you create a more harmonious flow in your relationship. Clear communication is key. Don't assume people know what you want unless you've actually told them. Speaking of relationships, today is also an excellent time to nurture those connections. Your natural charm and accommodating nature are shining through, drawing people toward you. Others will appreciate your laid-back, supportive energy. Have you ever noticed how your calm presence can ease tension and make even the most stressful situations seem manageable? You've got that gift today. Your ability to listen, empathize, and be there for others will have a lasting impact. But just be mindful not to overextend yourself. It's wonderful to help, but sometimes giving too much, especially physically, can lead to burnout or even regret later. Finding that balance between being there for others and protecting your own energy is crucial. On a more personal note, you might feel a little restless or tense today, and it's okay if you can't quite pinpoint why. Have you ever had one of those days where everything seems fine, yet you can't shake that uneasy feeling? That's the energy swirling around right now. The important thing is not to let those emotions spill over into your relationships or decision-making. Avoid making any rash choices out of frustration. Instead, take a moment to ground yourself, whether that means taking a few deep breaths, going for a walk, or simply sitting with your thoughts for a while. How do you find balance and calm when life feels chaotic? Now, let's talk about finances, because today's energy also has a bit of a cautionary tone when it comes to money. You might have been feeling a little frivolous with your spending lately, maybe indulging in some retail therapy or splurging on things you didn't really need. Have you ever had that sinking feeling when you look at your bank account and realize you've gone overboard? Trust me, we've all been there. The important thing is to practice a bit of damage control today. It's not about depriving yourself, but rather about being mindful of where your money is going and making small adjustments to get back on track. Being patient with yourself and your finances will pay off in the long run. What's one area of your financial life where you could use a little more restraint? Remember, it's all about balance today. Whether it's in your relationships, your personal well-being, or your finances, finding that sweet spot between giving and receiving, action and rest, indulgence and moderation, will set you up for success.